What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to head back into the Jungle Cup, but this time trying out a Togekiss team in the meta. I've seen a lot of people try this Pokemon out. I haven't given it a go yet myself in this format, but I do think it's pretty strong. Peck is one of the best fast moves you could really ask for on it, and Orisaur and Psyshock coverage is pretty strong in this format, and I think Lantern and Altaria pair pretty well with it. Real quick, before we get into the battles, I do want to ask if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It does help out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what Togekiss can do. First game with this team, let's see if Water Gun Lantern's going to be the play in this cup or not. Maybe it is. This is on Spark. Honestly, Spark Lantern would be pretty bad to see. Bit of a core breaker. Oh my goodness, of course it's Spark Lantern. But Water Gun, unironically, does have quite a bit of damage here, so it's going to be able to keep up with damage at least, but the energy generation is going to be a little bit lackluster. But maybe if I get this Lantern out of the way, it's going to open up my Togekiss a little bit later on in the game. Yeah, Thunderbolt does two-shot me after the spark damage, which is not amazing. Kind of some strange animations, a little bit of visual delay there, but luckily no catch ended up happening. We get the Thunderbolt through, which is going to do a decent chunk of damage to them as well, or not. I guess we get a shield. Not exactly what I wanted to see. I want this Lantern gone, so the fact that they shield that is actually really annoying to me. Okay, try to go for a catch here. Don't quite get it. I mean, I guess they throw anyway. I just want to save my Lantern, because they seem kind of scared of it too, so maybe that's fine. Thunderbolt does do about 40% of my HP. Man, I guess we have... Oh, that's not a Togekiss, that's a Togetic. Okay, these animations are so weird right now. I have no idea what's happening. But I'm going to go for the Sky Attack. Likely they're on Dazzling Gleam and Heat Wave. I think that's the play in this meta. Are they on, like, double Toga here? It could be the case, I guess. Like, Togetic, Togekiss backline. But I guess we'll see. Oh, they're on Psyshock. Can I ever get another move or switch out? Or force more energy out of them. Okay, okay. Kind of surprised to see Psyshock here, but maybe there's some poisons you want that coverage for in this format. Okay. Who do I come in with here? I think I come in Togekiss, honestly. Start building up energy against this. And hope for the best. Because I can get an Orisaur off into this Pokemon. Man, I don't love taking this damage, but, like, yeah, honestly, I will shield the first. I didn't want to, but I think I kind of have to right now, just because if I don't, I already have a pretty low HP Lantern in the back. That's not going to put in a lot of work. Dude, okay. It literally is, like, almost the same exact team here, but, like, he has two Togas, and I have an Altaria. That's kind of crazy. Lantern in the back is going to be a little bit problematic. I go for the Surf Bait. We do get the shield. 7, and he throws pretty quickly here. I don't know, guys. This is going to be such a rough game. Because I think I need to dump both of my Psyshocks to knock this out. And then I'm going to have very little energy for the backline. Where I also need a Psyshock, I believe, for the Togetic. And I need a Psyshock, or probably two Orisaurs, that is, for the Lantern. I think we might just be in a little bit of trouble right now. We'll go for the Psyshock, though, once again. Do we get a shield? Or, there's no shields left. Do we win this game? I don't know, dude. I don't think so. I think we're in a lot of trouble right now. Yeah, this is pretty over. The problem is I have to shield this or else I get sparked down. But now they just bring in Lantern. And I don't get to 2 Orispheres in time. I am so sad. Because that Psyshock would have easily put me into spark down range. And, like, my only play there was shielding and hoping that they were going to stay in with Togetic for some reason and give me more energy. Dang it. Okay, well, that was a pretty bad matchup. I'm not going to lie. We had the Spark Lantern, huge core breaker for the team, as well as, like, 2 Fairy types in the back for my Altaria. Not a lot of play for Togekiss either, thanks to the team comp. But, I mean, I think there's potential still with this. All right, we got to win this one. That last one, very RPS. Not the most play that we could have had. But we do have access to at least a neutral lead here. Our Togekiss gets to avoid this, although if it is on Bug Bite, maybe I'd want to switch out. Honestly, I'm switching. Wait, we both switched? Okay, we both saw the fast moves and we both wanted no part of that. That's kind of crazy. That's very fine by me, though, because I survive an Aqua Tail, and this is kind of where I want to see Gyarados in the first place. Lantern, while it is an electric type, as our opponent wisely understood, it's not exactly the best matchup for Lantern, because I am on Water Gun. I think Psyshock wouldn't have quite knocked out up until maybe about now, so I'm not going to throw just yet, just to guarantee here that if they do let it go, I can get the most amount of energy out of this matchup as possible. But now, I'm almost at 3 attacks here. I'm going to throw 1, and we'll see if they let this go, what they want to do. If they shield, I mean, I can go for another attack in just a second. They do let it go. Forretress does not really want to come in here, right? It's a water gun lantern of their own. Intriguing. Okay. Well, at this point, what do we do? What do we want to do? Oriseer's gonna hurt quite a bit. Yeah, that does a decent chunk of damage. I'm kind of thinking, what if I just bring in Altaria now? Because Altaria should be able to make that Forretress's life a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, they bring in the fort, but I save a lot of what my Togekiss can do in the back line. And thanks to the Rock Tomb nerf, I don't think we're in range. Like, I don't think a Rock Tomb knocks us out or, like, comes very close to it here in the Zero Shield matchup. We get a nice shield there pretty early on with that. And now, the Dragon Breath, since they're not debuffing us, are actually kind of shredding their HP. That's insane to see them doing that, but that's fine by me. They're going to be close to range where now my Togekiss can just go for an Oriseer and KO them. Rock Tomb will hurt, but we do survive. That was a CMP, it looks like, so I get my Flamethrower off right after the fact. They can't make any crazy plays where they swap back into Lantern, although I don't think the switch clock is up just yet anyway. Yes, we get a shield there. And we'll just go for the combo play. It doesn't quite knock out, but as long as we land this damage, it's going to make it so my Togekiss really got about as much use this game as it possibly could have. Yeah, that puts him deep into the red. Can they Water Gun us down before an Oristeer? It's going to be kind of close. I think I might get my move off, though. And that is pretty helpful. Gonna put them into just Water Gun down range now. And while they might have a decent amount of energy on their Lantern thanks to this farm down, they need 2 Thunderbolts to knock us out on our Lantern. And I can also force them to throw energy into Altaria, because Water Gun is going to do nothing to us here. Yeah, this is looking a little bit hard for them now. Shield this up even, make it so they have to throw 2 attacks, why not? And Surf would knock us out from this range, so smart call by them. But there is their second attack, and now there's a low HP Forretress, there's a very low HP Lantern. I think my own Water Gun Lantern is about all we need. Surf knocks us out. They'll switch into Forretress if they can, maybe not, I guess. But even super effective Sand Tomb doesn't really do that much damage. It got buffed this season, but it's still not that good of a move, so I can no-shield this. Not that I have much say in the matter, but I can easily survive, right? The second one, oh man, even a second one wouldn't even come close to knocking us out. That's crazy. Sand Tomb's still not that good of an attack, right? So it's not a move that I need to be that worried about here. We get the Surf off. This should get the knockout, and we should get the win. Big Surf. Another Lantern that game. Luckily, this one was on Water Gun. A lot more playable for the team. Next battle. It'll be Lantern into Shadow Gyarados. Okay. This is one of those leads that, on paper, you'd think the Electro-type wins. But, yeah, as they seem to realize here, not quite the case when you're just a Water-type, doing Water-type things. But it's fine. I honestly don't hate getting a shield advantage here. And Twister, while it will hurt quite a bit, they're not going to be able to reach 2 of those before I reach a Thunderbolt. So we can guarantee a shield advantage likely from them. We'll go for the Surf Bait, though, because I'm feeling a little bit risky here. Maybe they no-shield and make me feel very sad about this, but they likely shield, because, I mean, a Gyarados in this situation probably always shields. Guess not. Not 100% amazing to see them do that, but it's fine. They were willing just to sacrifice the Gyarados. That's diabolical. With that said, they have 2 attacks, but I can shield 1, farm down, and hopefully this energy is going to be pretty nice in the back. I still have some energy on my Lantern, so despite that nice call by them, we're not in an unplayable spot, especially if they're staying in here, right? If they're staying in, that probably means they don't have a hard answer to us, unless they do and they're just, like, psyching us out. Okay, we have back-to-back Aura Spheres. Well, this is not 100% amazing to see, but at least we have our Lantern still around, kinda. CMP me? Dang it. Okay, so they're at 6. Piloswine, alright. It's gonna come down to if my Lantern can get another move off this game, if I'm gonna be able to win this. Oh, they let that go? That's amazing. 7. I guess I let this go. I can Dragon Breath this down. And they've already been really strong against Altaria this game, so I think this is fine to do that. We waste a lot of energy here. Hopefully it's, I don't know, a Diggersby in the backline, and if it is Diggersby, not on Hyper Beam as well, would be amazing. They get 3 Powder Snows into us, but they don't switch out, so while they get the Fast Move pressure, now they don't have a catch opportunity. It is a Diggersby, actually, but are they on Hyper Beam? The fact they're staying in this game makes me assume they are. That is a little bit scary, but maybe there's some play here. That does nothing. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hold on. If I just caught a Hyper Beam, that should win us the game. Oh, well, we caught a Fire Punch. Still good to do, but not quite as good. 9. They baited us the first time. Guys, what's gonna happen here? Do they even have it? They tried to bait us. I'm gonna go for the no shield. Okay, beautiful. Do they even have it, dude? At this point, I'm not even sure if they do. I don't even know if they have it, because... Why are they doing this? Maybe they're just trying to go straight Fire Punch spam. I'm not even in range of a Fire Punch from this range, though. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I win. Interesting, interesting. It's 10 to Hyper Beam, huh? So I caught on 9, where they don't even have the energy for that, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they didn't even have Hyper Beam, and they were just playing that out, hoping that straight Fire Punch was enough. Okay, next opponent. We will see Lantern into Ampharos. Man, some weird leads tonight. Some really weird leads. But I can have some play here, I guess. But they have Trailblaze, right? So that will hurt quite a bit if I let it land. So what if I catch, I guess, on Altaria? I feel like they could stay in here if they want to, because they are boosted still. But catching this move is going to hopefully neutralize a lot of what this Pokemon can do. Whoa, they bring in this? Okay. I don't think Jump Luff's really that good of an answer to Altaria. I mean, I know they can Acrobatics us here, and that will hurt quite a bit, but the problem for them is I think I just get to 2 attacks. Maybe they're on Aerial Ace and maybe they can still outpace us, but even then, like, I don't know why they'd sacrifice a Jump Bluff like this when my Lantern would have been pretty bad against this Pokemon. Interesting, though. Yeah, Sky Attack does a lot. We'll go for what could have been a CMP here. Looks like they're probably not on Aerial Ace with the fact that they ended up overfarming, but that's fine. We get a shield here, maybe a knockout. We do get a shield, okay. Well, didn't really like me to do whatever that was. I more so was trying to catch an Acrobatics, actually, but I guess they had the idea of maybe I should save my Jump Bluff too. But I think I'm very fine with that, because my Lantern now has a pretty big energy lead here. And I can shield up pretty easily on this attack. Although, do I want to? I don't think so. Trailblaze is going to do less than an Energy Ball would do, so I think letting this go, forcing that Jump Bluff to throw more energy into me, is hopefully going to be a good play. They could also bring in their third Pokemon if they wanted to, but I don't think there's a lot of Pokemon right now that would be able to knock us out before I at least reach a Surf, and they agree. They throw their energy. We've taken care of the Ampharos. They have to dump a lot of energy here. I can bring in my Togekiss, shield once, farm down, have a lot of energy for the backline. I lag a turn, so I get 1 less peck than I should before they can likely switch out, but that should hopefully still be fine. We have at least 2 pecks energy lead. What is in the back? They bring in, oh, a Noctowl. That's kind of cool. 5, 6, 7, 8. So fun fact, the fact that I actually lagged a turn will end up mattering this game potentially. That's kind of crazy to say. But I should be able to get to 3 Aura Spheres before they get to 2 attacks. Unless they have, like, Nightshade, I guess. But maybe Noctowl doesn't even knock us out, I guess. That could also be a thing. Shield this up. I mean, we literally have to at this point. Okay. Yeah, I should have it right about now, but I don't, thanks to that lag, which is amazing. But I do get a catch, which is also pretty nice. If they undercharge this, that is a good play, but they don't get a ton of farm from this. Yeah, like 1 or 2. I don't know if that's the play for them either. They're not going to get another move off with this, so they just give me Togekiss farm. Yeah, that's fine by me. So now he just Aura Sphere again, and despite the fact we lagged a turn, which kind of made things a little bit more awkward than they had to be, it looks like it's not going to matter. Aura Sphere should still knock this out. Nice. Let's go. That was an interesting game. Kind of a cool team, but I guess making that catch on Ampharos made it a little bit less useful than they would have wanted. All right, next battle. Lantern up against a Shadow Gyarados. Okay, a lot of Gyarados today. Maybe Spark is the play on Lantern, because it would make this matchup quite a bit less frustrating to play out. But it's fine, because we won the last Gyarados lead we saw, and that's all that matters. Okay. They're staying in here, which is interesting. Oh, they're actually building up even more energy, rather than throwing before a potential Thunderbolt. So, maybe we get a shield here? This time we actually do. Good. They have to dump 2 attacks into us to knock us out. And I believe they probably will try to do that at some point. Big Twister. Yeah, that does a lot of damage, but not quite enough to KO us with the next Aqua Tail here. And they throw a little bit early. They didn't have to throw as early as they did. But they will be able to knock us out with the Twister here now. Alright. We'll bring in Togekiss, start building up energy, and I guess we can hope for the best with our Altaria in the back. Maybe Alt has play once this thing's gone. I think the best course of action is going to be to peck this down, because I could go for a charge attack here, but Togekiss energy is generally pretty useful against a lot of Pokemon that I might see in the back. So maybe taking an Aqua Tail is worth it. Big Aqua Tail is going to do about 60% of my HP. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, but I have back-to-back Auraspheres now. Hopefully no Lantern on their side. Oh, that might be worse. They have the Unova and Stunfisk, so, oh, yeah, okay. So this game's just over, just RPS. Understandable. I don't think there's much I could have done with that backline or that lead. Oh, man. I think I tried, though. Just a little bit too much bulk and RPS against us. But that team makes sense. That's actually like an open Great League team that I've seen in the past. 25-13, though, so we get back up to Veteran here. Hopefully we can climb a little bit more in the next set. All right, next game. We will see Lantern into Altaria. Okay, this is such an odd matchup, because I resist all their charge attacks, they resist my fast move. So it's like, neither of us are really happy to be here. We'll see what's going to happen, though. They do throw energy against us. I think, honestly, what if I just bank this energy now and come in with my my Togetic, or Togekiss? I don't hate that, because this is going to make it a little bit awkward. Dude, maybe, guys, maybe just steer clear from this meta. Don't go into the jungle. The jungle is not a nice place to be. Maybe just don't use Togekiss, I guess. If everyone's using Lantern today, Lanterns were not a thing yesterday. I think Togekiss would have been really fun yesterday. But everyone today decided it was the play. I mean, I'm guilty myself. I'm using one here too. But I was honestly not expecting this many. Spark at least is not a great move, so I do survive long enough to make this a little bit awkward for him. I'm going to shield this up. I'm going to try to get out of this matchup if I can. But I don't know if I will be able to switch or not. I can't switch. So they just get 2 attacks off here. Oh, that is probably game over. Letting them get all of this advantage is not great. But, you know, maybe I can peck down. I'm going to save this energy here, come in Altaria. And now I have energy on Togekiss. I have energy on Lantern. Oof. Well, never mind. This, this couple of sets have been very interesting. Okay. I'm on the right side of this matchup for now. So I feel very good and skilled at the Go Battle League. They're staying in, which is kind of crazy to me. Because, I mean, even though I'm on Water Gun, this is still not a great matchup for them. So, I mean, I'm fine just neutralizing this so my Altaria doesn't have to deal with it, potentially. They're at 5, so big Aurasphere. They try to catch on a Licky Licky, which I actually don't really have, like, a great answer for. So, I guess I'll stay in. At least for a minute. If I had a better answer here, I'd probably switch out, but I am a little bit soft to this thing. Okay, they let that go. I do survive a Shadow Ball from this range, though, and at this point, I can bank some energy on my Lantern and come in Altaria. Yeah, so they're at 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're at another Shadow Ball now. But at this point, Togekiss, while it is a Fairy type, it's not the best Fairy when it comes to dealing with Altaria. Because it doesn't actually have a lot of Fairy type damage. It just resists my Dragon Breath damage. They're probably going to go for a Body Slam here. Yeah. Well, I guess they save a Body Slam, which is also a smart play. But now I'm at back-to-back Sky Attacks almost, so this Togekiss is going to take quite a bit of damage that they probably don't want to. Okay, they end up going for an attack here. I survive a Psyshock, though. And that is kind of nice. And, I mean, I don't think I can quite bring in my Togekiss. No, I can't. But I can do this, where I go for the Sky Attack. Likely what we're going to see happen, though, is that Licky Licky comes back in, and they start spamming out Body Slams. Yeah, they no-shield that. I would have loved to see a shield there, but they don't go for it, so smart play by them. Licky Licky's going to get a rollout down against us. I have a Surf loaded on my Lantern, though. I can save my Altaria as, like, a catch attempt if I need it. What is this? Quillfish. Of course, it's a Quillfish. Why wouldn't it be a Quillfish? GG, I guess. Wow, so this is not going great. This is not ideal at all. We had a decent lead, but then the Licky Licky Quillfish backline, I guess. Very, very tricky stuff. Oh my goodness. Alright, guys, I don't know what to say, but we gotta start getting some wins here. 0-2 in this set. Not super amazing. At least we see a Euphis lead. Is that even good for us? I don't know. We have Water Gun, so it's better than it could be. It's better than being against my Togekiss, so that's kind of good. I'll no-shield this, and I think we should be in a pretty good spot, because we outpace, thanks to the Mud Bomb nerf. Oh, what the heck? They come in with a Moltres? I was going to say we outpace in the one-shield matchup to 2 Surfs before 3 moves are thrown, but they actually just switch into Moltres here, which is kind of a crazy Pokemon to bring into an electric type, but they realize, I guess, I'm not the most electric-y of electric types in the game, so that's why they did that. Alright. It's not really worth a shield here, is it? I'm not going to shield this. They do Brave Bird, which is a smart play. But now I should be able to Water Gun this down, because like I don't really need Switch as much as they probably want the Switch advantage this game. They get DRE because of a one-turn lag. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. One-turn lag actually coming in clutch for them right now. This game's going to get a lot trickier because I take all of this damage. Oh, no. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. That damage is not great to see. If I had more HP, I could survive the Thunder Shocks here, but now I'm in a spot where I don't really... what is this? Shadow Gyarados? Ah, I wish I had more HP on my Lantern to be able to get to another Surf. But they have us. Wow, 0-3 in this set. This team's kind of unwinding right now. We've had very little wiggle room with our team here in the back line, and that's not gone super well for us. It's fine. That's a cool team, I guess. Very weak to an Ice type, which I have seen a lot of Piloswines, but I guess not for us in the lead. Alright. Alright. I've had just about enough of this losing. It's about time to start winning. We see a Forretress in the lead, actually. It's on Bug Bite. I could switch out here, but if I'm being completely honest, my Lantern has not proven itself to be all that useful today, so I think that staying in the lead is not a terrible idea, especially if they go for a Sand Tomb here. I was kind of thinking they might overfarm against us, maybe even go for a Rock Tomb in this matchup. Sand Tomb, while it is super effective, is still not the best move in the game. So I can survive that. I can no-shield it, maybe get a shield with the Surf, and then switch into my Togekiss, and not get RPS by a Lantern, because who would have a Lantern with a Forretress? Hopefully not them, because they are staying in so far. Okay. Well, is that not just a Sand Tomb? Yeah, okay. It's like, dude, what the heck? That was pretty quick. I'm pretty sure you're not at a Rock Tomb yet. But man, sometimes people, they get me by doing that. It's like, why would you throw a Sand Tomb there? That makes no sense. But then they just do it anyway. It's crazy to me. Oh, they also throw in good timing, which allows me now to get my second Orisphere off first. I think they were hoping that I'd go for a CMP. If I did that and I gave them a full rollout sneak, they'd get to 2 moves before, wow, we got our next one off. This game's going a lot better than the last couple of games. I like where this one's headed. I guess we'll Orisphere immediately. Oh man, when I'm finally winning, they don't even give me a full game. They don't show me the third Pokemon. This is tragic. I guess I gotta take the wins where I can, though. We'll take it. That was an interesting game. Alright. Final game of the set, I believe. We're in a spot here where, oh my goodness. Well, we're probably going to lose this game. Well, okay. So this meta has evolved since the last time I played it. This is not super ideal to see a Abomasnow, but at least I have Peck. Maybe I can go for some interesting catches later on. Maybe they just stay in here, and my Peck damage puts them low enough to where this isn't a huge problem for me. Surely there's not going to be like a Lantern in the back. Whoa. What? I guess we see a Palisand come in. You guys were expecting to see that, right? I think we were all expecting to see a Palisand. Psyshock's not going to do a lot. Actually, it does a decent chunk for... what's the moveset? It's like Sand Tomb, I think, and Shadow Ball. So if they throw a move before my next couple of pecks, then it's not going to be a big attack. Whoa, if they shield this, I'd be so happy. They might not, but like if they do shield this up, that would be like the one way that I could see not being in a terrible spot. Wow, they do shield. Okay. I'm going to come in with this just because I don't know what they're going to throw against us. I'm going to be honest. It could be a bad play to do this, though, to sacrifice Altaria. Nope, we get a Sand Tomb thrown against us. That's pretty nice. And we'll bring this in now. Because if we shield an Energy Ball, then Abomasnow doesn't do much this game. If they do bait us, that would be really annoying, though. They bait us with a weather ball. Thank you, trainer, for doing that. But I get this surf off. Is this enough to knock out? If this knocks out the Abomasnow still, I would be so grateful. Abomasnow, please don't sweep me. Please, Abomasnow. One water gun, please! Oh, thank you, game. Okay. Is there a chance now? Like a second ground type in the back might be playable. Oh, it's a second ghost type, actually. Eight. Okay, we get the surf through. That's big, but I don't know exactly how this is going to play out. Because, like, can they survive the fast move pressure here to get to 2 attacks? 11. This game's going to get so dicey. If I can farm this down before they get to another move. Oh, dude, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Because I still have a Shadow Ball from here if they reach it. They don't even reach it, or if they do, they don't throw it. I don't think there was ever a chance that I ever should have even remotely had a chance against this team. How did that just happen? I beat an Abomasnow? Alright, it's not as bad of a set as I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be a 1-4 for sure. I think it's only a 2-3 then. Okay. What a game. What a game. 25-04. You know, we're making some progress the opposite direction now, but still, it could have been much worse. Man, I mean, it could have gone better for us today. I did get a couple of clutch wins, though, with this team. I don't think it's a bad lineup, but I do think it didn't really find what it wanted to see here today, so it did kind of struggle a little bit in that sense. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.